Imagine an entire colony vanishing without a trace. This isn't the plot of a new thriller novel, but the haunting reality of the Roanoke colony, an enigma that has puzzled historians for centuries. Picture it. The year is the late 16th century, the age of exploration and expansion. English settlers venture into the New World, a land of promise and peril, to establish Roanoke, their hopeful beacon in this uncharted territory. This colony, however, would soon become a symbol of mystery and intrigue. Imagine the astonishment when, years later, their fellow countrymen returned to find the settlement deserted, the inhabitants gone, leaving no trace of their fate. This event wasn't just a disappearance, it was an eradication of a community, a story, a piece of history. This is the enigma of Roanoke, a tale that still echoes in the annals of American lore. No one knows what happened to the lost colony of Roanoke, but there are many theories. Roanoke was once a beacon of hope for English exploration. Nestled in the New World, it was established by the ambitious Sir Walter Raleigh in the late 16th century. This venture was brimming with promise. The English settlers were ablaze with hope, their hearts filled with dreams of prosperity and a fresh start. They sailed across the vast Atlantic, leaving their old lives behind, ready to carve out a new existence on this foreign soil. But as they soon discovered, this new land was not without its challenges. The settlers faced unfamiliar landscapes, unpredictable weather, and the constant struggle for survival. They were met with a harsh reality that was far removed from the fertile paradise they had envisioned. This new world demanded resilience, courage, and an unwavering spirit. Yet, despite the struggles, they persevered, holding on to that glimmer of hope that had brought them here. But soon, this beacon of hope would become a beacon of mystery. When English reinforcements arrived in 1590, Roanoke was deserted. Imagine the shock, the sense of dread that must have washed over them as they stepped onto the silent island. Not a soul in sight, only the eerie echo of their own footfalls for company. Roanoke once thrummed with the life of over 100 settlers, yet in 1590, it was as if they had simply dissolved into the air, leaving only their homes as ghostly reminders. These structures, once brimming with the settlers' hopes and dreams, stood desolate and abandoned. The wind howled through the empty spaces, a mournful lament for the missing. Among the eerie signs left behind, one stood out in chilling clarity, the word Croatoan carved into a wooden post. This cryptic message, seemingly left in haste, only deepened the mystery. What did it mean? Was it a desperate cry for help, or a clue pointing to their fate? The immediate reactions were of disbelief and confusion. There was an urgent need to search for the settlers to find some trace of them, but where does one begin to look for 117 missing souls in the vast, untamed wilderness of the New World? Despite the daunting task, search efforts were launched. Every nook and cranny of the island was scoured, every conceivable theory explored. But the settlers remained elusive, their fate shrouded in mystery. The only constant was the silent, haunting presence of the deserted colony, a constant reminder of the people who had once called it home. As days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, hope began to fade. The searchers grew weary, their initial resolve replaced by a growing sense of despair. Yet, they couldn't shake off the nagging feeling that the settlers were out there, somewhere waiting to be found. But they never were. The settlers had vanished, and the mystery of Roanoke was born. Over the centuries, many theories have tried to explain Roanoke's disappearance. Let's start with the plausible theories, the ones grounded in historical reality. One such theory is that the settlers succumbed to disease. The late 16th century was a time when medical knowledge was minimal, and a simple illness could turn deadly. From smallpox to influenza, the settlers were vulnerable to a host of diseases that could have easily swept through the colony, leaving no survivors. Another theory suggests that the colonists starved to death. The English settlers were not prepared for the harsh realities of the New World. They struggled to grow crops and find enough food, and the situation could have become desperate quite quickly. Famine was a common occurrence in those days, and it's possible that Roanoke's settlers were its unfortunate victims. Conflict with local tribes is another plausible theory. Relations between the English settlers and the indigenous people were not always peaceful. The settlers were encroaching on native lands and tensions were high. It's conceivable that a violent confrontation took place, resulting in the disappearance of the Roanoke colonists. Now, let's move into the realm of the outlandish. Some theories suggest that the settlers were abducted by aliens. As fanciful as this may sound, it's a theory that's been proposed, often in jest, to explain the sudden disappearance of an entire colony. Proponents of this theory point to the lack of physical evidence left behind by the settlers as proof of extraterrestrial involvement. Then we have theories rooted in the supernatural. Some suggest that the settlers fell victim to a curse or some form of dark magic. This theory often ties in with local folklore and legends, painting a picture of a colony doomed by forces beyond human comprehension. Each of these theories, as diverse as they are, shares one common trait: a lack of definitive evidence. For the disease theory, we have no bodies to examine for signs of illness. The starvation theory lacks archaeological evidence of desperate attempts to find food. Conflict with local tribes would likely have left signs of violence, yet such evidence is absent. As for the outlandish theories, they too lack concrete evidence. There's no sign of a spaceship landing site or alien technology. And as for the supernatural theories, well, proving the existence of magic or curses is a task that's eluded humanity for centuries. In the end, all we're left with are theories, ideas that try to fill in the gaps of a story that's been lost to time. These theories, as intriguing as they may be, are just that, theories. They are speculations, conjectures, attempts to explain the unexplainable. Yet despite all these theories, no definitive evidence has ever been found. Roanoke's mystery continues to captivate us, more than 400 years later. It's a tale that's gripped the imagination of countless individuals, resonating through the centuries as one of America's oldest unsolved mysteries. Its legacy is as enduring as the mystery itself, a testament to the intrigue of the unknown. Roanoke has left an indelible mark on popular culture, permeating literature, film, and television. It's been a muse for creative minds, inspiring a plethora of stories spun from its mysterious threads. From H.P. Lovecraft's horror tales to the historical drama series American Horror Story, the enigma of Roanoke continues to provide a rich canvas for artistic expression, and the fascination goes beyond the realm of fiction. The mystery of Roanoke has sparked a relentless pursuit of truth that continues to this day. Historians, archaeologists, and scientists alike are drawn to the challenge of unlocking its secrets, their efforts fueled by the tantalizing possibility of finally unearthing the truth about the lost colony. Efforts to solve the mystery are ongoing, employing modern technologies and innovative research techniques. Ground-penetrating radar, DNA analysis, and archaeological excavations are just some of the tools being wielded in the quest for answers. These investigations have yielded tantalizing clues, but the definitive answer remains elusive. The enigma of Roanoke as yet unsolved. The legacy of Roanoke is more than just its mystery. It's a reminder of the inherent fascination we humans have with the unknown, the unexplained, and the undiscovered. It's a testament to our relentless pursuit of knowledge, our desire to understand our past and make sense of our world. Roanoke's mystery is a part of our collective consciousness, a symbol of the human spirit's indomitable curiosity and resilience. It's a story that continues to be told, a riddle that continues to be pondered, a legacy that continues to endure. The lost colony of Roanoke remains a haunting enigma, a testament to the enduring power of the unknown.